DragonTouch. More like touch of the dragon frame.
Outright adventure. Film.
What's an OAF?
Ooh. I've been using over the last summer I probably started with these in May, I think it was. Maybe later, maybe June, doesn't matter. I picked up a couple of GoPros. They aren't actual GoPros, they're made by DragonTouch. They're knockoffs. They're not like actual GoPro cameras for a fraction of the price. Now, you be the judge. The footage on it it's okay. It's what I paid for. It's actually more than what I paid for. I'm quite happy with that footage. In some cases it's great. In low light, it's not great. But it does the trick, and it's actually quite handy. I bought 3 of these cameras for the price of one of like a GoPro 6 goes for these days. These guys, DragonTouch, contacted me with a new product that they've got, and I mean, I wasn't exactly all excited about it. It wasn't something that I would necessarily buy, but because I get it for free, I thought, hey, I will feature it on my channel. So this is what they sent me by DragonTouch. It's a digital, what do you call it? Photo frame thingy. No idea what I signed up for here. So I'm gonna open it up here and see what we got. I'm gonna use something sharper. The moment of reveal. Like Christmas. Activate your 2-year free warranty now. DragonTouch. Kind of like that logo, DragonTouch. By the way, yes, I got this for free. So I'm not officially sponsored by DragonTouch, just so that people know that. But they gave this to me for free. Hopes that I would talk about it, or at least give it a review. And I don't even have to make this video. So me making this video is not like some requirement, but I'm making it anyways because I kind of like so far how I've been treated by DragonTouch. And I haven't had any issues with their stuff yet, so pretty happy with it overall. You know, getting stuff like this to be able to review it, that's just a perk. I love it. I have not a clue what that is. And the piece that everyone's waiting for. This is actually quite a bit bigger than I thought it would be. So that's a plus. Getting started. Power your frame by connecting it to the wall. Let's get some power. Let's see. Weird smell. Step 1. Power your photo frame on by connecting power cable. Ooh, you see that? DragonTouch Classic 10 in the background. Now I'm distracted by the background. Oh, DragonTouch Classic. It's loading, but what's it loading? So now I'm confused. Because step 1 says power your photo frame on by connecting power cable. But over here, step 2, peel off this mask after application completed. So really step 1 is do all of this. And step 2 is that. This is all the sub-steps of step 1. Oh, and it's touch. That's amazing. There's a keyboard underneath. Impressive. I'm impressed. Password. I can't remember the password. Password's on my phone. Which I'm recording with, by the way. Okay, so I punched in my password. So step 3, find the frame ID in settings, info, and create frame name and email address for your frame. In the app. What? Find the frame ID, language English. Find the frame ID in settings/device info. Create frame name and email address for your frame in the app. Oh, set your daily schedule to allow your classic 10 to sleep and wake. Let's go 6 o'clock in the morning. Please download and install the app, register an account and log in, then add the device to my devices in the devices module of the main interface of the app. This is why filming on a phone sucks. I just did a bunch of stuff from this list, which you can probably barely see. I downloaded the Our Photo app. I set up an account. You have to bind the frame with the frame info. It was a little bit clunky. It wasn't awful. It was just a little bit kind of like, oh, okay, I just have to do that. But it wasn't overly hard. If you're used to setting up accounts and doing this kind of thing, it wasn't that bad. Oh, and then I started to upload from my phone some pictures onto the frame. And from what I can tell, or at least so far, it's pretty cool. There's a couple of pictures that I've taken. My son on a trip that we went up into central Alberta. There's my 2 boys. There's my dad. My puppy. There's the car that I'm so excited about. So a couple of things that I didn't think I would get to see or that this would have on it. I mean, it's wireless, so it's connected into our wireless internet. It shows a little, what do you want to call that? It's the weather. So you can see the weather there. It's cycling through those 9 pictures that I uploaded on here. But the other cool feature that I definitely didn't think that this would have on it is video. So I can tap on the video, it'll have a list of videos. I have to play around with it more to figure out how this works. But obviously if I want to play that video, I can have that video playing. I could make a much longer video and download it onto it. The other cool thing is it's got on the side there, a slot for an SD card plus a slot for a USB, so you could actually put a USB stick in the side, load it up with a bunch of videos and pictures, and you could play it all off of that. So you can actually have quite a bit of information on here. Yeah, I'm quite impressed actually. There's even some sound, so it'll play sound as well if you wanted to have videos that played sound. I mean, for people who really like these kinds of things, you know, these can be, this is a huge step up from anything I've ever seen. I remember when the first digital frames came out, and I was kind of like, oh, this is never gonna catch on. I need to play around with it more to be able to feel more confident though.
10 minutes later.
I think I've figured out pretty much all there is to figure out about this. There's a few little tiny areas that maybe I haven't explored yet, but I've picked up the basics here. So I did figure out what this does. That is a stand, very handy, I guess. Other things that I've learned, so when you tap on this is kind of like your home screen. You tap on the picture screen that shows, these are all the ones that I uploaded for Outright Adventure. You can set up an alarm and put an alarm on here that would go off at a certain time. If you just wanted like just the weather displayed, so you have rotating pictures going through here and the weather being displayed down there. This would be, I think this particular one would look a whole lot better with a larger picture there, because I'm the kind of person that likes the weather. And I like to see the weather, so to have like a weather one with bigger pictures, that'd be something I'd actually display more often. You can have like just the date being displayed with the month with pictures being displayed there. I kind of like this with the time and the pictures being rotated there. I think that's a good idea. What I like about this is that they do update the firmware on this every now and again. And I'm guessing they take suggestions for things. So that's the kind of thing where I hope to see more like updates to something like this. Not a bad product overall. Again, not something I would necessarily go out and buy myself. But if I was in the market for, if I really wanted to have a digital frame, this one's pretty high on the list. I really like some of the features on it. And yeah, I'd hang it on my wall. The only thing I don't know, and this is something I wanted to test, is whether or not it survives on its own without power. I'm guessing no, so let's just watch it die. Yep, it died. So it has to be powered in order to run. That's not a deal breaker for me. That's just more of a like, oh, okay, it's always got to have power all the time. That means you got to have a way to have power. Now, obviously, this is no problem. If this is sitting in your living room or something like that on an end table, you just power it, put it in the plug, and you got pictures that kind of rotate all the time. That's not a bad little thing. I actually kind of like it. It's something new. It completes me. I don't know. It really frames my existence better. Gives me something to feel enclosed in. Helps me to see the bigger picture. It's soft. So there you go. The DragonTouch Classic 10. Get yours today. Links in the description. And if you're looking for some great little cameras for recording footage and you don't want to break the bank, I highly recommend these little DragonTouch. Links also in the description. Till the next video. See ya.